Hello, my name is Sean Lawrence, and today I'm going to be discussing the Matplotlib.pyplot, the Matplotlib library in Python, at least the basics of the line graph. So the first thing we need to do is import the library itself. So import Matplotlib.pyplot, and then it's a very large name, so we can import it as plot, so it's simplified. Then we need to create an x-axis array. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then y-axis array, list actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're called lists in Python. And then we can what we had to do to plot it is we do plot.plot x-axis, y-axis list. So that'll plot it on a list. Then we can give it a label, plot.xLabel, x-axis, plot.ylabel, y-axis, and then lastly we had to show the plot. So it's very simple, and that's as easy as it is. This will plot a line with the slope of 2 from 1 to 5 for those math people out there. So what we had to do is we had to run it. So as you might know, it's Python 3 or Python, and the name of the file. And as you can see, it plotted our graph perfectly. So there's a few other things you can do. For example, you can put NumPy on this. Use it with the NumPy array. So import NumPy as np, and then it'll work the same way. NumPy.array. Oops. Okay. NumPy.array here and here. And let's save that. And as you can see, it works the same exact way. So now I give you a challenge to try to graph the y equals x squared graph in Matplotlib from the interval of -5 to 5. So if you don't know, list comprehension might get a bit tough or frustrating, but I'll show you the example in a few seconds. Okay, yeah, so I'll show you how I would do it. So first I do a list comprehension. So how to do that is you put a for loop literally inside the list itself. So for x, or let's use a different way, for z in range, and we want to go from -5 to 6. Actually we're going to 5, but it's because the way the range function works, it's 6 non-inclusive. And then what we want is z for z in range, -5 to 6. We do something similar right here as well, except in this place we want z squared. So z squared, this is the exponentiation operator, z squared for z in range -5 to 6. We'll get our answer quite simply like that, right? And then Python 3 and the name of the file. And if you look at that, we got our x squared graph. So I encourage you to look further into this. There's a lot of great other tutorials online. For example, we can do z cubed, and we got a cubic function here. It works for anything essentially, and you can even create a graphing calculator using Python's eval function. So I encourage the viewers to look further into this. Yes, so have a nice day.